And we are live. Aces, we just come in here to get enriched, to get that life, to get that water. We've been talking about relationships here lately. And we're going to take a little dip in the water. We're not going to do a detour, but we're just going to take a little dip tonight. And we're going to talk about the changes that we experience in our life and why we experience them, especially as it relates to, the different love languages. And remember we were talking about the love languages, right? Where we're going to continue in talking about it. We're just going to tweak it a little bit. So, the love languages, you guys, it is so vitally important that we know what our love language is, and so that we can know not only what it is, but so that we can grow in other areas that we need to grow in. Okay? So that we can grow in other areas. So we learned, that there is physical touch, there is quality time, receiving gifts, touch, and there's another one. Quality time, receiving gifts. Anyway, I hope you guys wrote it down. My mind is having a little bit of a break right now. I did a little bit of a break, but it is important for you to know your love language, and it's important for you to know the love languages who you are in relationship with as well, because you not only want to utilize your love language, but you want to be able to minister to them. And I'm not talking about preaching. I'm not talking about teaching. I'm talking about ministering, meaning that if you know that your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, if you know that their love language is quality time, well, you want to come up to that place where you can minister that to them, that boyfriend or girlfriend, to have that quality time. Thank you, sweetie. So anybody that want to know them again, it's right down here. All right. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. I don't like spending quality time. It's not fair for you to just say, if yours isn't receiving gifts, that's not mine. You were just telling someone that today. Wow. It's not fair. It's selfish. It is so selfish, and it is so, you're not willing to grow. You're not willing to grow in those relationships. You're not willing to evolve. You're not willing to develop in those relationships. Okay, for example, mine is quality time. I got a little of all of them, and you might think that for yourself. You might think, oh, I got a little bit of all of them, but my main ones is quality time and receiving gifts. That is have to learn your spouses, your friends. You have to learn them, because you have to say to yourself, well, I don't like quality time. I can go without it, or I can go without words of affirmation. That's not me. But when you are saying that, what you are saying is you're not in a position where you can grow. You're not in a position where, and we are made, you guys, to grow. It is not fair for us to be in relationships and don't grow. Don't tweak them. Don't try to bring some kind of pleasure, to our relationships. I hear some people say, I don't like to spend time with people. I don't like to do this. I don't like to do that. Basically, what you're saying is uncomfortable for you to grow. Basically, that's what you're saying. That how you are, that's just how you want to be. And you cannot be in relationships and be stubborn like that. You cannot be in relationships and be stubborn. You don't want to change. You don't want to grow. You don't want to develop. The change of life is like this. When the caterpillar is in the cocoon, when the caterpillar is in the cocoon, you may be thinking that when the caterpillar is in that cocoon, there's nothing going on inside. But actually inside, the caterpillar is going through what you call a transformation. That caterpillar is shedding the old skin. It is shedding the old skin. So I'm like, if you're getting ready to go through the greatest change of your life and you're shedding that old skin, right? It is going to be uncomfortable. It is going to be when we are in the cocoon of life, we are changing so that we can go through and we're changing form so that we can go through transformations. Right? So when you are in this phase of your life, when you're like, God, I don't want to grow. I don't want to spend time. I don't want to communicate. I don't want to let them know, I don't want to, mine is not touch, but you're in a relationship with a man, or if you are a woman, you're in a relationship whereby it's going to require you to stretch. It's going to require you to be uncomfortable. It's going to require you to do some things that you normally wouldn't want to do. Relationships, listen at me really clearly. Relationships are supposed to grow. You know how those relationships grow? Two parties are willing to put in the work. You have to minister to yourself. You have to minister. Let's do it like this. You minister to God. God will minister to you. You minister to thyself. Your teachers, your mentors minister to you. You minister to your flock. You minister to your significant others. You minister to those that you deem valuable in your life. And when we choose to be stubborn, it will hurt because it will take out the selfishness. It definitely will.